Most women believe they'll never experience true pleasure, that the moment of ecstasy belongs only to their partner, that something inside them is broken. But here, as the truth no one tells you, every woman on earth is capable of reaching climax. Every single one. The problem isn't your body. It's what you were never taught. Main content: the 3 types of pleasure. Let me share something that changes everything. There are 3 distinct types of female pleasure. Not 1, not 2, 3. And yes, you can experience all of them. But first, you need to understand what's been hidden from you. The first type is external. This one comes easily for most women because those nerve endings have been awake since childhood. It's quick, it's accessible, and it's usually the only one anyone talks about. But stopping there is like reading only the first chapter of an incredible book. The second type is internal. And here's where most couples hit a wall. A woman on a wedding night, or even months into marriage, might feel nothing internally, and her partner starts to panic. Is something wrong with you? He might ask. Or worse, she starts believing it herself. But listen closely. This is completely normal. Those internal nerve pathways haven't awakened yet. They need chemie. They need patience. They need the right conditions. You can't rush awakening. You can't force it. It unfolds like a flower, slowly, beautifully, when everything is right. What most couples miss, the third type, is deeper still, involving the cervix. It requires even more time, more depth of connection, more trust. The pleasure is more intense, more profound. But again, it demands something most couples never give it: patience and real intimacy. Here's what breaks my heart. So many women come to me believing they're broken. 20 years of marriage and they've never experienced internal pleasure. And I tell them the same thing every time. You're not broken, but let's look at the conditions. The real problem: does your partner control his timing? Does he last long enough? Because internal pleasure doesn't happen in 3 minutes. It needs 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes of sustained connection. If he finishes too quickly, there simply isn't enough time for those deeper sensations to build. Is there real respect between you? Do you laugh together during the day? Does he help with the children? With the home? Does he touch you tenderly when intimacy isn't on the table? Or does he only become affectionate when he wants something? Because here's what most men do, you understand. A woman's body responds to how she feels about her life, not just what happens in the bedroom. If she's exhausted, if she's been dismissed all day, if she feels used rather than cherished, her body won't respond. It can't. Building real intimacy. Foreplay doesn't start in the bedroom. It starts in the morning when you ask how she slept. It continues when you notice she's tired and take over with the kids. It deepens when you hold her hand for no reason, when you tell her she's beautiful, even when she's in sweatpants with messy hair. The actual physical foreplay, that should be at least 10 to 20 minutes, not 2, not 5. Real, focused, unhurried attention. But even that won't work if the foundation isn't there. Your children shouldn't sleep in your bedroom. After 6 months, they need their own space. Not because you don't love them, but because you need to protect the intimacy that keeps your marriage alive. When kids are always present, that sacred connection between husband and wife slowly dies. Communication is everything. Talk to each other. After intimacy, don't just roll over and sleep. Share what felt good, what didn't, what you'd like to try. And never, ever pressure your partner into something they're uncomfortable with. True intimacy is a dance where both people lead and follow, where both people matter equally. A truth about modern men. Here is something beautiful I've then noticed in my years of practice. More and more men actually care about their partner's pleasure. They come to me saying, I can't feel complete unless she experiences pleasure too. I don't feel like a real man if she's not satisfied. This shift is powerful. Men are waking up to the truth that real strength isn't about taking what you want. It's about giving, about patience, about creating safety for your partner to fully open up, breaking the silence. For too long, women were taught that intimacy was shameful, something to endure, not enjoy, that their pleasure didn't matter, that it was selfish to want more. But intimacy is how we all came into this world. It's sacred. It's powerful. It deserves respect, attention, and celebration. Not shame, not silence. When intimacy becomes routine, mechanical, something you have to do, it dies. Keep it alive with creativity, laughter, playfulness. Don't treat it like a test to pass. Treat it like a garden that needs tending, watering, sunlight. The foundation Real pleasure requires real connection. It requires a partner who sees you, who listens, who cares about your day and your dreams, who doesn't just use your body, but cherishes your whole being. It requires you to know yourself, to explore what brings you alive, to communicate your needs without shame. It requires time without interruption, space without children, moments where it's just the two of you, completely present. Every woman deserves to experience the full spectrum of pleasure her body was designed for. Not as a luxury, as a birthright, but it won't happen by accident. It happens through intention, through patience, through creating the right conditions together. You're not broken. You're not abnormal. You're simply waiting for the pieces to fall into place. Knowledge, communication, patience, and how love. And when they do, the intimacy you experience will transform not just your bedroom, but your entire relationship. Because when both people feel truly satisfied, truly seen, truly cherished, everything else becomes easier. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Secret Passions for more honest conversations about intimacy, desire, and building relationships that truly fulfill both partners. Because your pleasure matters, your satisfaction matters. You matter.